This podcast is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views expressed are those of the host and guest and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of others. This content is not a substitute for professional advice. Listener discretion is advised. Yo, what up, Watchlist family? It's your boy, Hollywood.
Yo, man's King Bolt, we in the building.
Yes.
How was the New Year,
Yes.
bro?
Yes, Happy New Year's. I'm feeling good today. You already know what time it is, man. The Lakers Lake Show, baby. Went in, King, Bron out here doing it big. Yeah, we excited out here, breaking the records. You already know what time it is, man. It's exciting times, exciting times. And before we jump into that, I ain't gonna hold you, man. Bron, gotta celebrate you. Gotta El Patron for El LeBron, you know what I mean? Salute to my man.
Shout out Draymond for the fact that anything's possible.
I already said I was start my day off with a little LeBron in me.
I don't want to start it off with a little LeBron Jimmy, but we can talk about my man's. Compared to the King, most 30-point game, they just surpassed Jimmy. I know a lot of people be like, well, you have more time to do it. Yeah, that's true. I think they respect our great shooting and stop them and Dominican legacies for the fact that they may not be what we expect them to be or what somebody else does. I've been turning on a lot of people, where you what should really expected you to be, I know growing up, my mom, you can go for a lawyer. Hey, mom, I'm needed it. You know what I mean? So, but big shout out to young listening. 30-point games in his career. Definitely big and continue to play him. Like that's the thing. Like he's not done. Like so, it's a special feat to see. Especially at our age. We know we Jordan. We was always out. Not his play, that's the play. But I respect Brown for what he's done. What he's brought. So he's done it right. And that's a big compliment who he is. So yeah, Hollywood, how you feel about it?
Well, as a Laker fan, I'm ecstatic, man. As long as we're getting wins, right? That's what it's all about. But at the end of the day, I don't want to be that guy. But 7 more seasons to get to that point than MJ. MJ did it in a short period of time, but I'll play devil's advocate before the Bron maniacs come after me. To see what Bron does, he's the complete package. And like he's gonna break every record that basketball has when it's all said and done because you're having the most 30-point games. All right, yeah, you passed MJ, just now passed him. But if you bring in assists, if you bring in rebounds, if you bring in blocks, like my goodness, man, nobody does it better. Like my Nate Dogg voice, man. King James, you call it King for a reason. I think to go back to your analogy about, being a doctor or lawyer, whatever your parents thought you were going to be, and shout out to your people because you came out amazing. Bron lived up to his expectations.
Right.
Like he is who we thought he was and more. Like even back in the day when they said they called him the chosen child, the chosen one, this is what he's going to be. He surpassed that. I don't think no one thought that Bron would be doing what he's doing at 40 years old, 20 plus years in the league. So man, I'm impressed. Now, am I putting him over MJ? I ain't say all that, but I will say this. I want to recognize greatness. We'll probably never see anyone play at the level of LeBron in our lifetime, in my opinion.
Yeah. But I mean, like you said, there is only LeBron. I don't think we'll see another player like just to speak about his off the court, which hasn't been any. You know what I mean? So to be in the limelight at 13 and have a camera in your face and to not succumb to a world where social media and everybody has a camera in their phone and we have nothing on it. You know, different things come out about different stars at different times. And that was before the social media phase. He's been the textbook NBA player anybody would want to be, you know. So tip my hat to you, Bron. Anything's
Right.
possible.
Oh, yeah, we doing another. All right. I don't know what
Yeah,
this show.
we
This show,
don't,
we about
I
to get
mean,
reckless. We gonna
yeah,
get reckless out here.
we off script now.
Hey, hey, we going rogue.
So Hollywood, we on the NBA point. I'm not sure if you saw Jimmy Butler now reflected his story. How do you feel about that and the way he's been throughout his career?
Jimmy, 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 Jimmy. Yo, first, Jimmy Butler is a baller. First, like I'm not even gonna take that away from him. I think when somebody's checked out, they checked out. I think he only scored like 19 points total in the last 2 games, which is crazy because you're talking about Jimmy Butler. I remember when he was on the Sixers and they got rid of him for Tobias Harris, they were looking at him like, yo, you messed up. Like Jimmy's that guy. He got the Heat to the finals in the bubble. Like, so he gets busy, but at this point, you know, it's his time has come. Um, I don't know if I want to say it's a pattern because, you know, Timberwolves Jimmy, now Sixers Jimmy, now Heat Jimmy, you're thinking about going to another team. But with all the bags that he comes with, I think that his upside is still good enough where there's some teams that I would love to see him on, selfishly, right? And I'll get into that, but I definitely want to hear your thoughts on it first.
Well, I'll say this. I know a lot of people um throughout subliminals that Michael Jordan might be a father due to a marriage or whatever it may be because he was with dad, whatever that is. But I think I know who your father is. Not, you know, ancestry.com or anything like that. But just from the way you've been acting, your parents, your father is Jamie Foxx because you're a comedian. I mean,
Woo!
you've been playing everybody around. I don't know how many times you've had to throw a tantrum to get off a team. You claim you're that guy, but yet still, when things get hard, you ready to jump ship. You know, I know you're a hell of a competitor. I can't take that away from you, but to hear that question, when you just took this team to the finals less than 5 years ago, you know, not much has changed with the roster, but it's just the fourth team you've been with in like the last 6 years. The third team, sorry, in the last 6 years. So, like I said, what you're doing now is a joke. You know, you come to media day dressed as someone from Good Street. Uh, you know, I'm just understanding all the antics that go on off the court, and you try to get someone to get shots fired. Everybody heard that. So, you know, it's tough to buy into the Jimmy Butler pandemonium when you have these that you show your mind, selling, and all these things. These teams are paying a lot of money. You go in here and try to win them games, and you know, you come out here and when things get close, you're ready to jump ship and point the finger at everybody. So I stand with Pat Riley. You know what that Pat Riley smoke? I feel like he got mouth ties. But Jimmy, get yourself together. If you call your father, he can show you how to act like a great NBA player. But yeah, I'm not here for all the. He just he's here for the clout. I feel like we haven't talked about it enough, and I'm into the trade clause, big rumors and different things like that. So, if I don't want to see him go to another team, if I was, I don't want him to go to Houston. I feel like they have a good where
Mm-hmm.
they doesn't really need his distractions that come with it. If he was a good team, I would make sure they were richer than he maybe he might go back to Chicago. You know. I think they may be able to use I would love to see Zach LaVine in Miami. I think him and Bam would be a great 1-2 punch. When we talk about trade, but overall, Jimmy, tighten up, bro. You know what I mean? This is the you start making too much time. You're not, you crowd work too many times.
Yo, owners league is crazy. Hey, basically what King Boat saying is, hey, fall in line, soldier. You ain't bigger than the shield.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying based on your previous rapport, you should be quiet. Now I feel like there are some players who would be like, I would like to be out of the situation to get that. But I put him there with the Paul Jordans. Y'all are just moving around to find and get the best smoke. And I'm not here with them, especially when y'all are supposed to be the 1 or 2 options for any team. No one's gonna give up that much. And y'all are old now. Y'all aren't
And
LeBron.
these young boys is balling, and LeBron is the exception. So,
But that's all I'm saying. None of them had the longevity of LeBron. No one's played as many games as LeBron. They don't have the miles. Like Jimmy Butler and Paul George have missed extensive games in their career. So I can't put them there. Y'all won't deserve that. I haven't been out there for 82. I'm sorry.
that's tough. So to bring it home for me, Jimmy B, since you want to complain about being in Miami Heat, like structure wise, is probably there's not too many teams that are set up better than them. And I'm not even talking about just players. I'm talking about like front office and all that, like just basketball, right? Is Heat, maybe Spurs. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Like not even my Lakers is like the Heat and the Spurs, and I don't know what order. So for you to be cutting up and doing all this, I sentence you to the rest of your career to go to the Hornets.
Nah, I don't even want that. You know what? Keep him in Florida. Send him to the Magic.
Oh, the Magic. Hey, but
Well, I would love to see a partner or somebody like that get traded for me. But like I said, these are young players who are still blocked. They're doing more than Jimmy right now. You're not gonna get much trade value.
yeah. And the tricky thing is the Hornets, let me stop joking because they got a good coach now and they got a good young core. Miller, Ball, and them boys, they hooping, right?
Yeah, man. I went to the game a couple of weeks ago.
I don't want Jimmy messing that up. I just feel like he deserves to not be on mainstream TV for a little bit. Maybe miss the playoffs because you don't know how good you had it, man. And the Magic, yeah, the Magic got a good young core too. So like he'll mess around and go to the Magic and do some things. Get him out of Florida, man. Send him to one of them little cities that ain't hitting on nothing, that's not on TV, like punishment. Like
The
the Jet. Ooh,
send them to you.
send him to Utah. Oh, yeah, you have a good time out there, man. You'll have good.
They actually, you might be a good fit for you. I don't know that. Yeah, we spraying them up. But yeah, might help out.
Jimmy Neutron, man. Yo, you out here perming your hair and stuff. You do them antics when you was. I miss Jimmy Buckets, man.
Jimmy Bucket, give me that peasy Jimmy Butler, Chicago Bulls head. You look like Jamie Foxx from Hold Up or Held Up. That's the Jimmy Butler I respect. You know what I'm talking about. Held Up when he was in the gas station.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, give me that Jimmy. Give me the teeny weeny Afro Jimmy before you got on his fame and the Miami glitz and glamour. But you was a dog. But now it's just like you out here priming your hair, putting barrettes on, and I'm not here for that. You was a dog, and now you looking like you were still a dog, but you looking more coolish. You getting your hair out in the salon, nails painted. Yeah, I'm
Big dogs need to eat. You ain't looking like a big dog. You're looking like a poodle. No
Yeah,
shade to my
but
poodle, but you're looking like a poodle. Um,
nah, no shade to any portal.
hey, I want to give a quick shout out to, and we'll talk about him later on another date. Russell Westbrook, man, because he is showing the rebirth of his career, and and for me, I feel like he never really fell off, but sometimes situations will put you, they'll try to, hey, you need to be on the bench, you need to get limited times. Oh, you're doing this, you're doing too much, and he's just been consistent. He's kept pushing, and now he's looking like the Russell that we always thought he was. So he's a baller. Jimmy B, I need you to get back to that. Maybe a change of scenery is needed. Maybe it is needed, but I like when the ballers ball because at the end of the day, the NBA, when we was growing up, every team had stars, man. That's why it was good to watch. Nowadays, it's everybody's on a couple teams, and some teams is snores, is bores, and I don't want to watch it. I don't, man. But I'm turned off. I'm turned off by it, but we'll say that for another day.
Yeah, just on the rest of what we talked about it a little bit with the coaching, the Mike Brown episode. The system you're in plays a major role of what you do and how you're able to perform. So, shout out to the Nuggets. I think you say that as a Lakers fan. I respect to see the basketball, and y'all have been playing great basketball. So, not getting the clout y'all deserve because there are teams like OKC and Memphis who have, taken one and two spots, but y'all are playing good. Just to piggyback off that, Hollywood, how you feel about this MVP race that's going on right now? Who you got for early MVP team?
Early MVP. All right, I'm gonna answer this two ways. Right now, if I said MVP, LeBron James, he's just doing too much. He's breaking too many records. He's doing so much at an advanced age. But
That's biased. I would agree with that.
yeah, very biased. But for argument's sake, I will say that he's building a case. He's not my MVP yet. He's my sleeper for MVP. But by the end of the season, as he's progressing, is Wemby, man. Shout out to the Frenchman, man. He's crushing it. Um, Seeing the game the other night. Hey, when you take down the Joker, you drop 35 in the win versus Denver is crazy. He's averaging 22 and 10, almost 4 assists, almost 4 blocks. Like he's filling up the stat sheet. He's filling that thing up, man. And the Spurs right now are number 8 in the West, and the West is hard. The West is hard. I think they'll probably finish number 6, number 5. Because Wemby's progressing, he's getting more comfortable in the league, and he's a tough matchup. I think on a previous show you talked about just the threes that he makes at that height. Woo, he's a problem, man. So he's my sleeper for MVP. Today he's not MVP, but by the end of the season he probably will, and he's gonna get it multiple times too, man. You're looking at the new face of the league, Wemby, San Antonio Spurs, and I hate it because you already know who my team is. But Wemby and the Spurs, they're going pro. They're going places.
Hollywood, I can't disagree with that. Wemby, seeing some of the stats he's been putting up lately, I think he's getting 100 a game, and he has more points on LeBron, more blocks than Elijah, and more threes than Curry through the first 100 games of his career, which is crazy and insane. Like, we're talking about a second-class team. The NBA game is going in a different direction, but I do say he has a great upside. Do I think he's the NBA or the NBA MVP right now as we speak? No, I would have to give it to my boy Drip King SGA. Yeah, just saying what he's able to do with him without the rock. They've been without their big man Chick Holmgren for a couple of months now. And a lot of times he's playing, so he's guarding 11 footers and he's playing great defense. I mean, watching him play the Hornets, he was holding our big man to stifling them at the rim. Like, it's incredible to see. And not to mention, he's unguardable in the offense. If you're going to be a guard big enough to guard him, he's just going to take him on the post. And if you bring out somebody bigger, he's going to beat him off the dribble. So To be 6'6", 6'7", he definitely has game that reminds me of Penny Hardaway. But the way that he's able to pull off the defender in certain aspects, deeply critical aspect, great mentorship there. But just overall, SGA, if you get a 3-point ball and it's consistent, it ain't the league is yours, bro. So we talk about the piece of the league. Much as I hate to say it, it's not American the way it's looking. John Morant, you have my vote until you could cue the music. Yeah, John said like Call of Duty. Double time, yeah. We could play that every time we if you didn't have those troubles, I'd definitely say you need to face the league. Edward, you're up there, but you're not quite there yet, Maybe you need to take a little out of your post game speeches at times. But SGA, with a Canadian and Frenchman, I think that's our MVP. Honestly, I think Wemby has some to be. He's right there at the 8G, if I'm not mistaken. So I could see them getting up to a 6, but like I said, for him to be contender in the West, I think he needs another piece. Chris Paul is done phenomenal. But we know he's at the end of his road. I would have liked to see Dillingham stay with the trainer in Minnesota. Would have been like privilege with Chris Paul, him up, and him understanding how to play with Wemby, a great one-two punch. Some Stockton Malone type stuff, but we'll see what happens. Great guards coming out of the league, out of the college this year, so we'll see what the draft brings. But Hollywood, I can't argue with you, bro. It's amazing to watch somebody in that size do it.
Man, you might have got me on that one. I just said we get one more cheers for this. This MVP race is heating up. The NBA, this is what you wanted, right? You wanted a global league, so you're gonna have global stars. So the best players aren't always gonna be from the US, and I'm not mad at that. As long as the quality of the product is good.
Right. Let's just see good ball. We were talking about Luka here the year before last. Now you got some of these other guys that have, to me, surpassed Luka. I'm not sure what it is. I think Luka's still a great player, but when we talk about foreign basketball, the Shea Gilgeous, Alexander, the Wemby, those are the guys that are coming up, and they're passing Luka right now. So, they're winning too.
You think Kyrie's hurting Luka?
Honestly, I think Kyrie was the best thing for Luka. I think Luka just needs to stay healthy. And I also think Luka needs to get in better shape. He's a liability on defense. As much as we want to, and that's the thing about basketball teams. You love seeing the last minute, but we don't remember how many that player got beat in the defensive end and why we're even here to begin with. Yeah, they hit a big shot to win the game, but it shouldn't have even been. You should have been shooting free throws with double, triple zero. But because they didn't want to guard them in the last 10 seconds during the other time, now we got to rely on him to hit this big shot. I feel like some of his offense in time, and we've kind of seen some of his defensive antics and how they cost the team from time to time. Like I said, Wemby and SGA, these guys are playing defense, unlike Luke. Wemby's probably leading the league in block. SGA's probably up there. He was all over the floor. You want to watch him play Charlotte, he was everywhere. I mean, I thought there were two of them.
Luka, gotta play some D. Gotta play some D or score more. I don't. He's still a baller, but at the end of the day, you made solid points. Team ball. NBA season is gonna pick up. We about to hit February, then it's gonna really start cooking. And I got one hypothetical question before we go into our QAs because we got some little special. We're gonna switch it up with the Q&As this tip for today. But hypothetically speaking, we talked about earlier on previous episodes King James and in your opinion, in your words, and correct me if I'm misquoting you, LeBron hasn't really had like the best coaches coaching him. He's really been almost like player coach. What if for some weird reason, I know it wouldn't happen, they were like, yo, we want LeBron with Coach Pop for 1 year, 2 years before he retires, because he deserves it, right? if you're a GM, would you give up Wemby for LeBron for 2 years?
No, Wemby and Braun need to play together.
Woo!
I would do whatever we could to make sure Wemby and Braun play together. Is now we're talking about a big guard versus with a big point guard running pick and roll. Let's be honest. Braun has been a point guard his whole career. We just have taken him out of that because of his style. We expect him to go on the block and do these big mad things when in all actuality, he's out there running the floor. He needs a pass and rock and he's had a ball in his hand. You put a pick and roll with Wemby who can roll and pop, and no one's guarding them. Now, if one of them had a consistent three, I would say that would make it more dangerous. But I look at how the Magic beat the Cavaliers a couple, back in, what was that, 2007? Hito Turkoglu was running a pick and roll with Charles Lewis and Dwight Howard. And they went to the final. Now, granted, they met your boy Kobe, and he gave them the work. But they beat Ron in the Eastern Conference Finals because of that high pick and roll with a big guard and a forward that could shoot or could rim rock. So, the possibility of LeBron and Wemby, not just to mention the IQ LeBron can give Wemby in the game. Like I said, Ron hasn't had a good coach, but he has been a student of the game from the beginning. The fact that he is as successful as he is without being a Hall of Fame coach, so to speak, we can talk about Jordan and Kobe both had film. Jordan had Dean Smith in college. Bron didn't go to college. Even when Dave Collins, Jordan had Dave Collins. Kobe had Pat Riley for a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Some old he had a bridge coach. He wasn't that good. He didn't have. If Kobe had Pat Riley,
well, what I'm getting at, we cannot name another coach on that level that LeBron has. So if we wanted to say Coach Jackson, we can't name one. If anything, LeBron is at the bottom of the barrel. I feel like they have just put people in those roles to fill a coaching. This would be right.
LeBron at this point, man. Let me take my hat off. I got to switch it up. You can't LeBron, but I didn't even go down this path. I'm gonna save it for the next episode because we're getting to the tail end. We got some things we got to talk about. But you made a really good point. When I think about the Dwight Howard days with Hedo, and Hedo used to piss me off, but he got busy.
Hedo was good. I will say, watching how some of the young things on the Mavericks now are getting off, the Derek Lively's and the Gaffords, to throw somebody in there with the athleticism of a Dwight Howard. No, not Dwight. I haven't seen him play, so I can't speak to how indicate or how athletic he is right now. That's everybody's 4 foot, so there's not that much. But, what I will say is that to have Luka and Kyrie throwing them live, it would be the Jameer Nelson that you don't hurt the game. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Look like he's still in shape. He
looks like that, but when somebody go out there and go to jump and nothing else moves, you realize age is a factor.
Yo, and Dwight, I seen it. He ready to get back to the NBA. He said the NBA now, they're not giving them boys that D. And Dwight's ready to give them players that D, man. So I'm just really interested to see if he gets his time back in the NBA. Dwight Howard is a lot better than people give him credit for. And I know he's itching to get back in the league. And I'm rooting for you, dog. Dwight, I'm rooting for you, man.
I'm going to just say whatever D Dwight give out is not allowed in the league. You're saying we've seen some of his off the court antics and some of his partner choice, but we won't get into that on this episode. But Dwight, I do love what you've done for the game. Aside from everything else, but definitely love to see you back in the NBA. I see those songwriters Like, you know, something I grew up watching and they're out the league already. I'm like, dang, like, you know, I just watched the Derrick Rose playing ball with his son in Chicago at his high school. They had Joe King in the audience. I'm like, man, why Joe King ain't suit up?
Yo, them Bulls, that's a whole nother story. But them Bulls, when they were rivals with the Cavs, that Bulls team was mean. D Rose,
Fuck, Lil Josh Gibson, Carlos Boozer,
God,
yeah, they were killing.
Taj Gibson on the Hornets when he ain't really like Chicago ties. But that
Man, he's a mascot time. That dude ain't doing nothing. Second hands and kicking baby.
shit version. We get the Chicago Bull, we got that bullshit.
Yeah, how's your aim right now?
So King Bolt, we about to switch it up. We're gonna switch gears. We got some callers coming in, so we about to hop to it.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. Q&A with King Bolt in Hollywood. And this time we got a special treat for y'all. We actually got a live caller that we're about to punch in. King Bolt, who do we got today?
Yo, first time ever, we got my man Julius. We call him Jules, calling him from Richmond, Virginia.
Hey, first I want to appreciate y'all for letting me on the call, man. I've been listening to y'all for the last month now, and honestly, y'all dope. Y'all real people, bruh. So I appreciate you, man. Sorry for my voice, man. I work late, man. So just bear with me. But like my girl, man. So we've been dating for 3 years now, and I understand y'all married, y'all got women or whatever. I'm tired of leading our own, man. I don't know if I want to marry her or not, but I need some advice. Tell me what I need to do, man. Do I need to let her go? Do I need to keep wasting the time, man? Like I don't know what to do, man.
Man, Julius, let me ask you this first. How long have y'all been together? 3 years? Okay. That's a good amount of time. Have y'all been ring shopping, anything like that? You know, how she made a little subliminal as to what you may like.
Man, she give me ultimatums like every other month. Like, you gotta do it this month. You gotta do it next month, man. I ain't got time for that, man. Like, so what I typically do, I'll just talk to her and she'll forget about it. So, yeah.
Well, you know, most women they do want to be a wife or mother. You know, sometimes that biological clock may back into that. But my advice to you, Julius, you gotta ask yourself, is this worth being with for the rest of your life? You know, my advice that kind of stood up to me is that's the woman they make you the maddest and the same time. And it didn't make sense. I found my wife, so I there's little things you can do to make sure you're comfortable with the situation you're about to be in. But if you're already having doubts here, obviously there's something there that you don't feel comfortable with. Maybe it's time to just have a real conversation with her. There's no point in leading on. Everybody's time is short. It's the most valuable currency we have. You can get that back. So, I'm a big fan of not wasting time. Let's take the shade and live our lives how we. Hollywood, how you feel?
Well, first of all, Jules, I appreciate you calling. Appreciate you calling in, and sounds like you in a little pickle, but you're really not. I feel like you know what you want to do. You're just looking for confirmation. Now, first thing is, you said y'all been together for 3 years.
Yeah.
How if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Man, I just turned 40, man.
Just turned 40. Are y'all similar age?
She 31.
30. Okay. Well, first thing is, I want to commend you because 31 at 40 is an excellent move. That's an excellent move. You don't wanna buy a used car when it's too dated, right? So, you're 40, you're coming into this, y'all about to get married at 40. You probably got a good 4 to 5 years because at the end of the day, women are at their peak, at their max, probably up until 35. After 35, the drop off is crazy. So you're going to get a good 4 years.
Like when she's not talking about marriage, man, I'm happy, man. Nah, these new girls don't cook, man. These new girls don't cook.
That's a red flag. That's a red flag. So she's not cooking. Is she buying you the food?
Nah, man, I pay for everything.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So, not cooking. She's not buying the food. Are you satisfied? And I don't want to get too graphic, but like, are you going days without? Is it same day? What's that looking like?
Man, it just depends, man. Like, those weeks when she think about marriage, she don't want to give up nothing.
So you're telling me you're waiting weeks?
Weeks, man, weeks.
Okay. I think I've heard enough. I heard enough. One last question. Her height.
All right, now she's 6'1".
6. Ooh, okay, okay. Well, this changes it. Sounds like you got a little power forward. I think you need to lock it down, go ahead and get married, and put a baby in. Now, with that being said, are you good in basketball?
I used to be.
Used to be. Okay, so you're all right. Let's go ahead and make this your next LeBron James. Get her pregnant at 6'1". This is a keeper. This is a steal. This is a business arrangement at this point. So I think you need to go ahead and stick with it.
Okay.
I'm gonna caution you not to do, bro. Don't do it for what might could be. If you know right now that ain't it, a very select few make it to the NBA, let alone be a LeBron James. Don't let the height and the genetic, don't let the nigga be talking working at Best Man. Don't let the genetic potential give you down a path of unhappiness. Potentially when that child does become of age, y'all aren't, seeing eye to eye anymore. So, like I said, Hollywood, I would say the only good thing you said and everything was you called in for confirmation. And, I think we can give you that. But yeah.
I hear you both, man. Like, to be honest with you, I don't want to be alone, man. I'm tired of being alone. That alone stuff for the kids. So I really just want to keep her stringed alone a little bit longer. So I like what Hollywood say about basically keeping her and putting a baby in her, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like I hear you. You want to be a good guy, but I ain't that good guy, man.
Everybody's not supposed to be a good guy. You need to be true to yourself. Got to be true to yourself. So go ahead and shoot up the club, and let's go ahead and get this next National Basketball Association star. Now, if it's G League, you failed. NBA, you did the right thing. So definitely glad you called in, Jules. I hope we were able to help you out. King Bolt, Hollywood. We're here to help. Yeah, King Bolt, we're going to keep this thing going. We got more people coming in, man. This is
Green off the hook.
Hey, yeah, love it, love it. Watchlist, you already know what time it is. Let's plug in the next person.
Come on. Hey, next up, we got my man Frank. We call him Frank the Tank from out of Johnston County. Hey, Frank, give us a little update on what's going on out there in Johnston County.
Yeah, what up, Frank? What up, Frank?
Hey, how y'all fellas doing, man?
Good,
So,
good. How you doing today, Frank?
I'm doing good. Man. So, I'm be honest with you, man. Like this economy, off. So I'm trying to understand what job they got outside, because where I'm from, in small town Rockboro, ain't no jobs, man.
It's a tough one, man. Especially when it's in between presidents, economy's been a little sketchy here last few months. But I'm a firm believer in making your own way. Hence why Hollywood have decided to take the artistic form of a podcast. But I just want to thank you for calling in first and foremost. But all I can tell you, Frank, man, gotta get it how you live. You know what I mean? I'm sure you sound like a man that knows the world, a good trade. Might know his way around a carburetor or two. So maybe it's some home mechanic stuff you might be able to do. Maybe some HVAC. I could just picture your name on one of those tune-up jumpsuits. You know what I mean? I don't mean to offend you at all, Frank, but I'm a firm believer in making your money for yourself. So you got to get out there and hopefully pub yourself because the job they come and go. It's not what they worry about from your day to week. Depend on the job for 40 years and got a pension and everything else. So economy's changed, which means the jobs have changed. So my best advice for you being out in a small town area, get your clientele up, whatever you may decide to dive into, and start counting them coins, bro. Because the more people you connect with, it'll just connect you to more people. So, wish you the best of luck. I know this isn't an easy time, but that's my advice to you there, Frank. Best of luck,
Frank. I got a question for you, Frank. We gonna nail this down for you because I feel bad, and I love the fact is right now in this economy, a lot of people don't want to work. So just hearing that you want to get out there and do something is commendable. So I definitely recognize that. So first question for you. You there, Frank?
I'm looking for a job, man.
Okay, I got you. I got you, Frank. I got you. Question for you, man. I'm trying to help you out. We're gonna help you out. Coverall or overall?
What kind of question is that?
I want to know. Do you do coveralls or overall?
It depends on the day, man. Come on, what you talking about, man? I want a job, man. You ask me these questions for.
Because I gotta understand where you're at. So you said it depends on the day. So like it's 7 days in a week. Are you more coveralls?
No, it's overalls, man. Overalls. I mean, I don't understand.
Now here's one. Let me land. Here's where I'm going with overalls. Is what you're saying, right? You need to be a farmer. I need you out there with the shovel. Animals. Are you good with animals? Can you handle a pig? Can you milk a cow? You choking the chicken? Like these are things I want to know. That
Look,
said coveralls because that covers all. Now you're in the mechanic, HVAC. Like my man Kickball said, you could handle a carburetor, radiator, some type of radiator. You know,
look.
you got to know. We want what at the end of the day you do what's best for you, what's naturally easiest.
Look, man. I mean, out you, man. I hear how y'all talking. Y'all talking real good. Y'all sound real smart. But honestly, I just need a job, man. I paint, I cook, I clean shoes, I can fix a carburetor. I mean, it was wild. You knew I could do that for my voice, but that's what I can do, man. I can do any of that.
Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off. You said you clean shoes. How good's your spit shine?
I mean, some say Frank can spit shine like the best
Okay, so you're a spitter.
all the time.
Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Is there barber shops in your area?
I mean, we cut our own hair.
Okay. What I'm thinking is, sometimes you gotta take that entrepreneur move, right? Go in business for yourself. I need you to use your talent. You're a spitter. You can spit and shine. Get a little booth in front of a local establishment, preferably a barber shop. All you need is a towel, you know, um, saliva, and go ahead and shine some boot.
You boys ain't understanding. Where I live, we ain't got no barbershops. We ain't got no fronts where we can sit down and spit shoes. We don't walk in shoes most of the time. So what I'm gonna do about this money? I need y'all to put me on.
I'll tell you this, Frank. I did hear you say that you're a heck of a cook. People need to eat, brother. What's your specialty? Let me ask you that. What do you like to cook? You sound like a barbecue guy. You like a smoke thing.
Yeah, we cooking coon out here.
It can come.
Brisket? How are you brisket?
If the brisket is from the coon,
No, it's not. So you're cooking a woodlawn creature. So I would say that you have a very specific demographic to your area. So if you have the best food stew in Johnson County, I suggest you find a way to publicize that, whether it be through social media, maybe it's a little pop-up gas station. Y'all may not have any front shop, but people need to get gas. While they're pumping, they get a little, taste of what you got. And, they keep coming back for more. But, I think that's something you might be able to do in your kitchen. Maybe make it in large batches, take with you, and kind of stir from there. Find something to keep it warm for, a couple hours. But, being that you do say you're a cook, you sound like you can flip a pancake barehanded. You don't use sniper. So, maybe your palms are very worn, to the point that you can provide a service to the like I said, everybody needs to, hopefully you got some good cuisine.
King Bo, you made a good point. Like, first of all, warm palms is definitely a skill set needed in 2025. And secondly, I heard you said coon, right? You cook raccoons, brisket from the coon. I already got a business idea for you. If you want to do a food truck, call it Spoon in the Coon. There you go. Spoon in the Coon.
that's some good ideas. That's some good ideas, fellas. Now, one clarification though. I never said raccoon, but we can move on from there.
What type of coon you talking?
I said we can move on from there.
Yeah, we gonna.
All right. Well, I definitely appreciate you calling in. Glad you can help. We can help you out, and stay tuned, y'all, because we'll have more viewers calling in. King Bolt, Hollywood, we'll get you where you need to be. Man, King Bolt, I can't even front, man. Having them folks call in, that brings a whole different dynamic. I like it. I think we got to
Yo, definitely got to keep it going. But the last call was crazy. Months.
just wilding out. So, hey, tell them where to find us, man.
Hey, so look, check us out on YouTube. That's a main spot. The Watchlist or the Watch_Watchlist_podcast. Check us out. We also on Instagram, Twitter, Spotify. If you want to catch the video, I think I didn't hit everything, but probably would have doubled back if I didn't. But definitely hit that like and subscribe button. Check us out. Hit that notifications every time we want to give you something fresh. And we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Next episode could be good. We got Miss Nikki, possibly my boy Nate coming back, for part 2. So definitely excited. But, until next time, Hollywood, what you got, player?
Yeah, hey, you nailed it. You nailed it. So definitely check us out. Well, I've been seeing the comments. We've been checking the comments on there. People have been responding to the questions. We love it. And definitely let us know what you're trying to see, too. We're
Yeah.
good with the feedback. So check us out. Love it. We're going to close it out. We'll holler at y'all. King Bolt, Hollywood, we'll holler.
Holler. Y'all down. Be tight.